Hello everyone. In this section, we will study some common Excel functions used for data processing and analysis. And function returns true if all conditions are true. Otherwise, returns false. Example, A2 equals 8, B2 equals 9, and A2 greater than or equal to 5. B2 greater than or equal to 5 returns true because both values are greater than or equal to 5. And A2 greater than or equal to 9, B2 greater than or equal to 9, returns false because O2 does not meet the condition. Or function returns true if at least one condition is true. Returns false only if all conditions are false. Example, A2 equals 4, B2 equals 9, or A2 greater than or equal to 5. B2 greater than or equal to 5 returns true because B2 is greater than or equal to 5. Or A2 greater than or equal to 5, B2 greater than or equal to 10 returns false because both conditions are false. Not function reverses the logical result. If the condition is true, it returns false. If it is false, it returns true. Example, A2 equals 7 not A2 greater than or equal to 5 returns false because a 2 greater than or equal to 5 is true, so not reverses it. Not A2 5 returns true because a 2 5 is false, so not reverses it. If function, meaning checks a condition, logical test. If the condition is true, it returns value if true. If false, it returns value if false. Example, if I7 greater than or equal to J7, pass, fail. This means if the value in cell I7 is greater than or equal to the value in cell J7, it returns pass. Otherwise, it shows fail. Note, if functions can be nested to classify multiple levels. IFS function, meaning used to replace multiple nested if functions, making formulas easier to read and more concise. Example, IFS G3 greater than or equal to 8.5, A, G3 greater than or equal to 7, B, G3 greater than or equal to 5.5, C, G3 greater than or equal to 4, D, G3 greater than or equal to 0, F. Thus, the result is the same as nested IFs, but the formula is much easier to understand. IF error function meaning, if the expression executes normally, it returns the result. If an error occurs, it is replaced by the value if error. Example, B1 equals 6, B2 equals 0. IF error, 18 divided by B1. Cannot divide by 0, result, 3. IF error, 18 divided by B2. Cannot divide by 0, result, cannot divide by 0. Application, avoid displaying calculation errors, such as lookup or division errors. Text handling functions have the following meanings. Left, returns the leftmost number chars characters from a text string. Example, left, MIS 1903, 3, returns, MIS, right, returns the rightmost number chars characters from a text string. Example, right, MIS 1903, 4, returns, 1903. MID, returns number chars characters from a text string, starting at position start number. Example, mid, MIS 1903, 4, 3, returns 190. LEN, returns the length of a text string. Example, LEN, MIS 1903, returns 7. Value, converts text to a number. Example, value 1903, returns 1903. Upper, converts all letters in a text string to uppercase. Lower, converts all letters in a text string to lowercase. Proper, capitalizes the first letter of each word in a text string. Trim, removes extra spaces from both ends and between words if there are multiple spaces. Find, returns the position of find text within text, starting from start number. Example, find U, DUE, 1, returns 2. Replace, replaces number chars characters in old text with new text, starting at start number example. Replace 2010, 3, 2, 25, returns 2025. Time-related functions have the following meanings. Today returns the current date. Now returns the current date and time. Day returns the day value. Example, day, November 25th, 2025, returns 25. Month returns the month value. Example, month, November 25th, 2025, returns 11. Year returns the year value. Example, year, November 25th, 2025, returns 2025. Hour returns the hour value. Example, hour, 15 hours 30 minutes and 10 seconds, returns 15. Minute returns the minute value. Example, minute, 15 hours 30 minutes and 10 seconds, returns 30. Second returns the second value. Example, second, 15 hours 30 minutes and 10 seconds, returns 10. Time returns a time value. Example, time, 15, 30, 0, returns 3:30 p.m. Date returns a date value. Example, date, 2025, 11, 15, returns November 15th, 2025. Weekday returns the day of the week as a number. If return type equals 1, returns 1 for Sunday through 7 for Saturday. If return type equals 2, returns 1 for Monday through 7 for Sunday. If return type equals 3, returns 0 for Monday through 6 for Sunday. Example, weekday, November 20th, 2025, 1, returns 5. ABS returns the absolute value of a number. Example, ABS minus 5 returns 5, and T returns the integer part of a number. Example, INT 1.95 returns 1. Mod returns the remainder after a number is divided by a divisor. Example, mod 5, 2 returns 1. Round rounds a number to a specified number of decimal places. Example, round 2.75, 1 returns 2.8. SQRT returns the square root of a number. Example, SQRT 9 returns 3. Power returns the result of a number raised to a given power. Example, power 2, 3 returns 8. Pi returns the mathematical constant pi, approximately 3.14159. Statistical functions with meanings such as min returns the smallest numeric value, ignoring text and logical values in the referenced range. Example, min b2 to b4 returns 5. Mina returns the smallest value while evaluating logical and text values as follows. Text, counted as 0 true, counted as 1 false, counted as 0 examples. Mina, b2 to b4 returns 1, because cell b4 contains true, counted as 1. Mina, b2 to b5 returns 0, because cell b5 contains false, counted as 0. Mina, b6 to b10 returns 0, because cell b6 contains a text string, counted as 0. Minifs returns the smallest value that meets one or more conditions. Example, minifs, b7 to b10, a7 to a10, a returns 7, because the values of type a in b7 to b10 are 7 and 30, and the smallest is 7. Statistical functions for maximum values are similar to previous ones, such as max returns the largest numeric value, ignoring text and logical values in the referenced range. Example, max, b2 to b10 returns 30. Maxa returns the largest value, including logical and text representations if present. Example, maxa, b2 to b10 returns 30. Maxifs returns the maximum value that meets one or more given conditions. Example, maxifs, b7 to b10, a7 to a10, b returns 25, because the values for category B, In the range B7 to B10 are 3 and 25, and the largest is 25. Statistical functions for average values are similar to the previous ones, such as average calculates the average value. Average calculates the average based on a single condition. Average calculates the average based on multiple conditions. Examples: average B2 to B7 returns 22. Average A2 to A7, B2 to B7 returns 13, because in the range A2 to A7, the area A has consumption values 20, 10, and 9. Their average is 13. Average B2 to B7, A2 to A7, B2 to B7, greater than or equal to 10 returns 15, because for area A, the values greater than or equal to 10 are 20 and 10, and their average is 15. Statistical functions for total values are similar to the average functions, such as sum calculates the total of numerical values. SumProduct calculates the sum of the products of corresponding arrays. SumIf calculates the total in a given range, SumRange, where another range meets a specified condition, criteria. SumIfs calculates the total based on multiple conditions. Examples: sum B2 to B7 returns 132. SumProduct B2 to B7, C2 to C7 returns 245400. SumIf A2 to A7, B2 to B7 returns 39. In the range B2 to B7, the consumption values for area A are 20, 10, and 9, so the total is 39. SumIfs B2 to B7, A2 to A7, B2 to B7, greater than or equal to 10 returns 30. The consumption values for area A that are greater than or equal to 10 are 20 and 10, so the total is 30. Statistical functions for total values are similar to those for average values, such as count counts the number of cells containing numeric or date values. Counta counts the number of non-empty cells. CountBlank counts the number of empty cells. CountIf counts the number of cells that meet a single condition. CountIfs counts the number of cells that meet multiple conditions. Examples: count A2 to A7 returns 0 because the range A2 to A7 has no numeric or date values. Count B2 to B7 returns 6 because the range B2 to B7 contains 6 numeric values. Counta A2 to B7 returns 12 because there are 12 non-empty cells in A2 to B7. CountBlank A2 to B7 returns 0 because there are no empty cells in A2 to B7. CountIf A2 to A7, returns 3 because there are 3 cells with the value A in A2 to A7. CountIfs A2 to A7, B2 to B7, greater than or equal to 10, returns 2 because there are 2 cells where column A equals A and the corresponding value in column B greater than or equal to 10. Meaning of statistical functions. Mode returns the mode in statistics, the value that appears most frequently. Median returns the median value. Small returns the kth smallest value in an array. Large returns the kth largest value in an array. Example: mode E2 to E7 returns 9.5 median. E2 to E7 returns 9.05 small. E2 to E7, 2 returns 7.6 large. E2 to E7, 2 returns 9.5. Meaning of statistical functions. Rank returns the rank of a number within a reference range. In ascending order, order equals 1, or descending order, order equals 0. var calculates the variance. stdev calculates the standard deviation. Example: rank F2, F2 to F7, 1, returns 1, because F2 contains the smallest value. Ranked 1 in ascending order. Rank F2, F2 to F7, 0, returns 6 because F2 contains the smallest value, ranked 6 in descending order.